Hello and welcome to day two of our 5 day ditch the diet, our 5 day reset. I do hope that you have been able to take away good information from what was shared yesterday, especially that short little meditation. I do have a slight variant of that I use for myself pretty much daily, that goes beyond just that happy, healthy body, so the more you do that and the more you allow yourself to connect to the emotion of achieving that goal, the absolute easier that it will come into your life. Okay. So you just got to trust me with these things. You really do until you start seeing those results, and the results will come. Okay. Now, this week is structured in such a way where we're going to be doing, a bit of work, building upon and building upon what it is that we're doing. And tomorrow I have dedicated the time within this 5 days for us to do a nice little hypnosis. Then that's going to knock your socks off. But what a lot of people don't understand, when I've been speaking to people recently, I've got a big influx of like brand new people to hypnotherapy. Which is great. It's absolutely great because I'm a big geek and I love to talk about what I do. I will geek out absolutely. But what a lot of people, sort of don't understand is that hypnosis isn't the whole formula. Okay. I can't make anybody do anything they don't want to do. Okay. See the amount of people that I'd speak to. Can you make me stop smoking? Can you make me stop doing this? Can you make me stop? No, I can't. And I'll give you a silly little example of this. If a hypnotist could make you do something you don't want to do, well, every single one of my clients would all be tipping me £1,000, buying me a new car, and sending me on holiday. Okay? But if I was to say those things to you in a hypnosis session, your mind would kick in and go, wait, what? So your mind always has the power to accept or to reject the work that is being done in hypnotherapy. It depends on, do you actually want to go? Now, I do a lot of smoking cessation. And this is, I just find it's a good example to talk to with people, and it was the first thing that I got into with hypnosis, because I had my own client base from the work that I used to do beforehand. A lot of people trusted me. I know Roisin's trusted me to help her kick the habit as well, and we're doing absolutely super with that, I'm going to imagine. But I have so many people that will come and say to me, "Oh, my wife wants me to stop smoking," or "Oh, I have to do it for my kids," or "The husband wants me to stop," whatever it may be. Those reasons aren't good enough for your mind. Okay? See, unless you want to release this weight, see, unless you want to ditch the diet once and for all, see, unless you want a happy, healthy body for you, nobody else, for you. Okay? This is where we have to start being selfish, guys. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. Now, there's also nothing wrong with wanting to release a bit of weight so that you can, be a little bit more active with your grandkids, for example. Nothing wrong with that. That's more of a bit of a motivation to get you going. But unless you want this goal for you, it won't happen. And what we are doing in hypnosis is we are battling against so many beliefs that are so deeply ingrained in us. And we're trying to do these in a very short period of time. Now, hypnotherapy, in my experience, and trust me, I've qualified in a hell of a lot of things in my life, and I'm still in my 30s, believe it or not, and the Botox is wore off. Um, I see hypnotherapy as one of the things that will give you the quickest results possible. Okay, if you want them. Hypnotherapy is the catalyst to change, but you have to want the outcome yourself. And with any hypnotherapist, in my opinion, that you're going to, they should give you that little bit of work for you to do at home, that little bit of something for you to keep doing, um, in order for you to really achieve your goal. And this is what we're really going to be looking at today, is that little bit of work that you need to be doing in order to help you to understand a bit more of who you are and the results that you're going to get. Because the beliefs that we come up with, we can shift very quickly in hypnotherapy. But there's always multiple different beliefs I find that are there for one reason or another. And so many people would be like, oh, it's just, I have a problem with chocolate. I have a problem with crisps. I have a problem with ice cream, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you don't have a problem with food at all. You definitely do not. You do have a problem, however, with what's going on around you, with the situation that's causing you to do that. Now, again, I'm speaking a little bit more in broader terms right now than what I would be if I was working with someone one on one, because I'd be able to hone in and would be able to do some hypnosis in order to help people uncover and eliminate those experiences. But whenever we're doing groups, whenever we're doing work like this, we have to speak in a little bit more sort of broader terms so that you understand. So don't think, oh, that's not me, he's wrong. Just sit with the information and see how it could actually apply to you. Because so many people get very defensive. And it's just one of those things. No need to be defensive. There's always a reason that makes you grab for those types of food. There's always a reason as to why you overeat, whether you know consciously that you shouldn't be doing it or not. The odds are we know that we shouldn't be grabbing those things that are ultra processed and refined sugars and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but just in excess, it's a wee bit too much. I see Roisin's popped in the chat box. Jenna's helped me massively with stopping vaping. Absolutely fantastic, and specifically during a very stressful time. Yes, I know you'd ended up having quite a lot going on, didn't you? After we booked the sessions and still knocked it out of the park. Amazing. But that just shows you guys the power of the mind. I didn't pay Roisin to say that. You know. But that just shows the power of the mind. No matter what the situations are, and I read that at a good time, no matter what the situations are that is going on, if you're locked in on your goal and what it is that you really, really want, the situations will become irrelevant and you'll become super focused. So there is things that make people grab, the chocolate bars, the crisps, whatever it is, and that's the belief system underneath that. So there's the emotion underneath that. So we're working with both beliefs and emotions. Someone could be very, very stressed and their first thing is, oh, I need a crunchy. And it's the chomping and the chewing that really helps that movement, really helps people to de-stress. People that eat out of boredom, well, you're looking for some sort of stimulation somewhere. That's where you're going for food. Then it becomes a habit. Then it's something that we repeat again and again. And then we end up doing it on autopilot. There could be the reward system. I've got the housework done, so I'm going to have a cup of tea and a couple of biscuits. Whatever that may look like for whoever that is. Doesn't have to be doing the housework. Oh, I've finished all my work today. It's been a long week. Gonna get the Chinese takeaway on the way home. Okay? What is those things that you're actually doing? You're rewarding yourself. People can use food in a way for avoidance also. They don't want to do anything. Ah, sure, I'll make some date here. I'll have my lunch. I'll go on my lunch break now. Ah, screw it. There are so many different things. It's not just the fact that there's a problem with the eating. It's not that at all. It's the emotion that runs underneath that. And this is really what I want you guys to focus on the rest of tonight if you can, because I need this information off you guys tomorrow for the hypnosis that we're going to do tomorrow. Okay? I want you guys to do your homework and I want you to sit and write down, what do I believe about food? Okay? And you're going to go straight to it's fuel, it's nourishment, it's blah, blah. It could be comfort. Now, see, once you write about 10 to 15 different answers, those last couple are going to be real beliefs that you have there. Okay, because you're going to go for the first thing that pops into your mind. What do I believe about food? Fuel. It's this. It's that. See those last couple that you get on that list? I want to ask you again to ask yourself, why do I believe food is comfort? Okay, now you don't need to do it for all 15. Why do I believe Food makes me feel full. Ask yourself why. Then you're starting to strip those things back. Does that make sense to you in what I'm saying? Are you all want to give me a wee thumbs up if you are understanding? Okay. Now this is very, very important. This is going to do two different things. Now, this is first of all going to give you an awareness of the emotions that run behind your habit. Okay. So we'll do food as a general, or maybe you have a particular problem with a certain food or a certain habit, like maybe overeating, for example. What do I believe about overeating? What do I believe about eating blank? Okay, now you don't need to do every single one of them and let the answers come. Write them down, write them down. Push yourself to get to 15, because that's whenever we get beneath the superficial, the surface answers. And this is a good exercise that you can do with many different things in your life as well. And I get clients to do this on, money issues, their relationship issues, all of these types of things. But those last sort of 3 to 4 out of that list of 15, that's an emotion. And then when you ask yourself why, there's a belief coming up with that. Okay? Because my mum made me do that. Because we had to eat everything when we were younger, because there wasn't enough money in the house. So we have a reason, we have an emotion, we have a belief. You talked about previously about journaling. Yep, absolutely. This is kind of journaling, kind of not. This is really digging in deep, but yet very, very similar. Although I'm a man, as you can tell, I'm here in my pink shirt, so I'm a real man. I don't journal. I do what we call a mind dump, because that sounds a bit more manlier in my pink shirt. So we're going to do that little exercise tonight, guys. I'm going to send you an email in the morning, and I want you to please reply to me with the things that you came up with. Now, not the first 10 to 12 that you know are those surface level, but don't need those. And these emails are only coming to me. I need them in good time for tomorrow as well, also, because I'm going to be weaving these things into the hypnosis we're doing tomorrow, because that's what the majority of tomorrow is going to be. We may run over the 20 minutes that I've told you about that tomorrow, and that's okay. Okay? Well, I hope it's okay with you. So that is it. We're working on the emotions. Now, you'll see how quickly you will get results whenever this is going to be very, very close to working with me one on one, what you're going to experience. You'll have your replay as well tomorrow, but you're helping yourself to uncover these things. And you can do that. Probably shouldn't say that because I want you to all to come and work with me. But you can do that on your own. You can uncover these things, and once you become aware of them, it's about the steps that you take afterwards. Awareness is key number one. Where is this problem coming from? Because it's not the food, it's what lies underneath that. And then once you can articulate that, and you go, okay, this is what I believe about this, your awareness, your articulation, then you can take different action. You're unraveling it. Once you pull the thread out of so many things that we work with, it's so hard to go backwards. Believe me on that. Once something is brought to the surface, it is so difficult for it to affect you the same way. And you can make those changes. So that is what I wanted to talk about tonight. Roisin singing my praises. Love it, love it, love it. And so apologies for the typo. I can recommend one-to-one. I've been working with Seán for a while now, and it's brilliant. Really, absolutely. Hands down it is. I'm going to say that. If anyone is interested in working with me one-on-one, by the way, please do reach out to me. It doesn't have to be, specific hypnotic gastric band. You can reach out and we can have a chat and we can put something together that works best for you. Absolutely do. There's a few spaces that are available. I've got 2 new clients today, so a couple more spaces available. But we can work on things that will most definitely have a positive impact on you. These things that we tell ourselves, as you heard me say yesterday, tell yourself a better lie. Okay? Because all of those beliefs that we have about the food and the chocolate and the crisps and the ice cream and having to clear everything on your plate and blah, 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 that's not true. That's just something you believe. Okay, and we can believe nonsense. At one stage, we all believed in the Easter Bunny, didn't we? So we can 100% believe in nonsense. um, so you may as well just tell yourself a lie that's in alignment with your goal. The tooth fairy. Yeah, exactly. um, so get working on that, guys. Uncover what we need to uncover, and then we're going to blast it out completely tomorrow with the hypnosis session that we're going to be doing. Trust me, this is deep work that we're doing. This is not surface level. Oh, just eat rabbit food and you'll be skinny. Nah, nah, nah. I hit things hard with my clients, as a lot of you guys know. Hit it hard, hit it fast, hit it repetitively, so it goes away, doesn't come back. This will be so revealing. It absolutely will, Jane. Absolutely, 100%. And that's good. We want that. Okay, we can open up and let it all out, and that's it. And once it's there, what's it going to do? You're going to realize how minimal that it actually is. What we do is we catastrophize things because that's just the way we're freaking designed as people. We're designed to be cautious. We're designed to be aware. Remember, we're cavemen living in a modern world. So we can make this wee one tiny, tiny, tiny belief into a massive monster in our mind. And then see, once we actually look at it, we're going to go, I really believe that about myself. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that so interesting? Honestly, you can do it. I believe in you. You can get it done. And on that note, guys, that's where we're ending tonight. Listen to the guided exercise from yesterday, the guided meditation. Get your work done, and I will see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okie dokes. If you need anything, do reach out to me. Until then, have a good night. Ciao.